Hello guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys QMI. If you're gonna need my help with QMI, just WhatsApp me at 072 33 73 640. So in QMI, what we're going to cover today, I'm going to be doing also the past paper for 2017. So in this past paper that I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to do all the questions. I'm going to start with question number 1. So in question number 1, let's just look at it right now. So I'm just going to select all few questions. So in question number 1, let's just look at it. So I'm just gonna select few questions. So we're just gonna check for question number 1. Okay, question number 1 is 2 in brackets x minus 1 over 4 minus 2x divided by 3, which is equals to 4 minus 3x divided by 12. So we are going to solve this in the board. So when we are going to solve this in the board, I'm gonna write it right now in the board, which is 2 in brackets x minus 1 over 4 close brackets minus 2x over 3, which is equals to 4 minus 3x divided by 12. So when we are solving this question, what we do here, the first thing we're going to multiply 2 multiply by x minus 1. So we're going to get 2x minus 2x. Let me just erase that. We're going to get 2x minus 2 divided by 4. Minus 2x over 3, which is equals to 4 minus 3x over 12. So right now, when I've done this, so we are going to check the lowest common multiple. So we're going to check 4, 3, and 12. Then the lowest common multiple is 12. Then we're going to multiply both sides by 12. Both sides by 12. So when we multiply both sides by 12, 12 divided by 4, we are going to get 3. So which means it's going to be 3 brackets 2x minus 2 minus 4. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 minus 2x, which is equals to 12 divided by 12 is 1. Then we're going to have 4. We're going to have 4 minus 3x. So now we're going to multiply 3 multiply by 2 and that. Then it's going to be 6x minus 6 minus 8. Not 4, sorry. Minus 8, let me erase that, 8x, which is equals to 4 minus 3x. So I'm going to group the like terms, which means the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract 6x minus 8x, which is going to be minus 2x. Then I'm going to take minus 3x the other side, and when I take it to the other side, it changes the sign. So we're going to have minus 2x, which is going to be plus, we're going to take this one plus 3x, which is going to be equals to 4. We take minus 6 the other side, it changes the sign, it's going to be plus 6. Then minus 2x plus 3x equals to x, which is equals to 10. So let's go in the question paper, we check if we have x equals to 10. When we come to our question paper, option number 3, x equals to 10. So we found that option number 3, x equals to 10. So let's check another question that we can do in this question paper. Remember this question paper, some of the questions, they are no longer asking them. So I'm just going to go through with question 7, which is 9 sum of k equals to 2k in brackets k plus 1 over 2. Let me just go and write it in the board and we start it. So I'm going to erase this now. It's 9 sum of k equals to 2, k in brackets k plus 1 over 2. So we are going to start by substituting 2 in k. So let's just begin with it. Then when we're going to write k, 2 in brackets 2 plus 1 divided by 2. Let me just write that over 2 plus, then we're going to go to 3 in brackets, 3 plus 1 over 2. Then we're going to go to 4 in brackets, 4 plus 1 over 2. Then we're going to go to 5 in brackets, 5 plus 1 over 2. Then we're going to go to 6 in brackets, 6 plus 1 over 2. Then 7 in brackets, 7 plus 1 over 2. And then 8 in brackets, 8 plus 1 over 2. Then plus 9, 9 in brackets, 9 plus 1 over 2. So now we are going to, you can use your calculator. If you say 2 plus 1 is going to be 3, then 2 divide 2, you can cancel with that 2, you're going to be left with 3 plus, then the second one is going to be 6. You can also use your calculator to get the answers. And then the second one is going to be 10. The other one is going to be 15. So if you check here, you can see that is the formula is like 3. If you say 6 minus 3 is 3, 10 minus 6 is 4, 15 minus 10 is what is 5. Then we're going to go to, it's going to be 21. So it keep increasing by 1, 1, 1 every teach and every time. So the following one is not going to be 16. Sorry for that, write 16. It's going to be 21. It's supposed to be 21. Let me erase that. It's not 16. Okay, I just wrote 21 now. So we're going to have plus, we go to 6, divide by 2 is going to be 3, 3 multiply by 7 is 21. Okay, we're going to 7, which means now it's going to be 28. 7, 8 divide 7 plus 2, 1 is 8 divided by 2, which is 4. We're going to get 28. Then we're going to, after 28, you can add by 8 again, you're going to get 36. You can just use your calculator to get this. 36, let me write 36. Then we go to plus again, we have 9 in brackets, 9 plus 1 over 2. So this one, if you add them or use your calculator, you're going to get 45. You will get 45. Let me write 45 right now. Alright. So you can add all of them there. So let me just use my calculator to add them. So if you use your calculator to add them, you will get this answer. Let me check what my calculator is saying. You will get, I'm still adding them, so 164. So let's go and check if we have 164 in this question paper. Yes, we do have 164 in this question paper, and there is option number 4. So which means if you get 164, you finally got it. Let's move to another question. Let's see which question we can do again. As I've said, I want to do all of them. So I'm going to do question number 8, which says 3 square root of negative 16x to the power 3 y to the power 4. 3 in brackets y 1 to 28 y to the power 2. I'm just gonna write it in the board. Let me go to my board. I will just erase this right now. Okay, let's write it. It's 3 in square root of negative 16x to the power x to the power 3 y to the power 3 over the square root of 128 y to the power 2. So when we solve this, you can change it to become negative 16x to the power 3 y to the power 3, then in brackets 1 over 3. 1 over 3 divide by 128 y to the power 2 in brackets 1 over 3 to the power 1 over 3. So now we can just like change also. You can change. Let's start with 128. Which number can we use to write 128? We can use maybe let's start with 4. Okay, let me start with 8. If I say 8 to the power 4, 3 is 5 is too much, so I'm not gonna use it. 4 to the power 3, 64. Let me use 4 to the power 4. 256, not too much. So let me try 2 to the power 7, or to the power 6, 64 to the power 7. When we use 2 to the power 7, to the power 7, we get 128 is the perfect one. So I'm going to change it to 2 to the power 7. 2 to the power 7. So 128, I will change it to 2 to the power 7, and 16, I'm going to change it to 2 to the power 4. Okay, so now we're going to write it. X to the power 3 is going to be 1, and then when you multiply 3 multiplied by 1 over 2, 3 is going to give us 1. Then 2 to the power 7 multiplied by 1 over 3 is going to be 7 over 3. Y to the power 2 multiplied by 1 over 3 is going to be 2 over 3. So this will give us negative 2 to the power 4 equals to 16, remember? And you can also take out the negative, you write it as negative 1, but I won't do that for now, so that I don't want you guys to get confused. So negative 2 to the power negative 4 over 3 and xy divided by 2 to the power 7 over 3 y to the power 2 over 3. So now, according to the laws of exponents, so if the bases are the same, we subtract the exponents. So here we have the base of 2 and the 2. So which means we are going to take out the negative, so that because you might be getting confused about the negative, so we are going to take out the negative. I'm just going to write it as negative 1 like that. So you are going to say 2 to the power 4 over 3 minus 7 over 2. So I'm just rewriting it. Then we're gonna say x and y to the power 1 minus 2 over 3. So this one here, we can just simplify it. We can get negative 2 to the power minus 3 over 3 is it 3? It's 4 minus 7, it's going to be negative 3 over 3 is, which is the same as negative 1. Then x, 1 is going to be 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2 is going to be 1 over 3. Then we can rewrite this as negative 2 to the power negative 1. Remember, 2 to the power negative 1 is the same as 1 over 2. So when the answer becomes negative x in brackets 3 to the power over 2. So let's just go, let me just rewrite it, but let's just go to check in the question paper if this is the right answer. So when we check in the question paper here, we don't, let me see, I can't see that answer, but oh, we made a mistake. It's y to the power 4. We're not supposed to use y to the power 3, so we're just going to have to go back to our board. We change the y to the power 4, but when we change it to y to the power 4 instead of 3, because I use y to the power 3, then it won't give us that much issue. Let's just go back, because I'm checking all the options there. I don't see the one I have, so I just noticed first that I wrote, instead of y to the power is supposed to be y to the power 4. I'm just going to change it. Wherever there is y to the power 3, we put y to the power 4. The other one there is, which means now it's supposed to be 4 over 3, not 3 over 4, 4 over 3. Let's just rechange that. Or not 3 over 4, sorry. Let me just erase that. It's supposed to be 4 over 3, 4 over 3. Let's just cancel that. Over 3. So now when it's 4 over 3, now when it's 4 over 3, now when it's 4 over 3, we're just going to change it a little bit. Now it's going to be, the answer is going to be negative x 3 square root of y to the power 2 over 2. So we're going to go back to this question here. Let's just check. Yes, no, when you check there, the answer is going to be option number, the answer is going to be option number 3. So we're going to move, let's move to question number 10.